Alright, next graphic here to take a look at is the surface map. I'll explain what I just said, what it meant as far as the surface goes. You got your high pressure sitting up here way far away from where you want it to. You really want that high situated back in here. And it's weak. I mean, it's a 1024. That's not too bad. But the rest of the Arctic area is sitting way back in here, getting filtered way too far to the west of the system. But you have this stupid inverted trough setup in here, which whenever you see that double low structure, it's never a good sign. You always want to see this be high pressure, not low pressure. Even if that inverted trough's weak, it's never good. And I don't know how many times I've seen, and I don't think it'll happen with this system, but overall, I don't know how many times I've seen where the models way in advance were forecasting the primary to be out here, and it ends up being more up toward with where the inverted trough is, or they're kind of shared and is that double-barreled low structure as it's coming up the coast, and that just means rain for everyone unless you're out in the Midwest, in Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, that area. It usually spreads out the precip shield a lot more and you get more of a dry slot. But I don't think that's going to happen this time, which is definitely a good sign. But notice how far back, with even with the closed date 50 low, well, here's where you don't have the phasing occurring as much, so the closed date 50 low leads to, or the lack of phasing leads to your zero line at 850 being pretty darn far back. But look at what happens when you switch over to the new run, or I'm sorry, I got those confused. See, basically I'm trying to bring out the same point here. Look between these two runs. Here's the 0Z, here's the 18Z. Here's the 0Z with the 850 low in a good position. So I'm sorry, with the 500 low in the good position, but the 850 low strung out, so you get the zero line is way far back because you don't have a good consolidated 850 low to bring that cold air in at the lower levels. Here's the 18Z run, which had a nice closed 850 low, albeit a little bit far west, but it had that 500 energy all strung out, and you didn't have the nice phasing that was occurring, so you have a nearly identical solution. Look, here's the zero line at 850 and here at 18Z. Here it is at 0Z. It is almost in an identical place, if not slightly far west. Slightly a little bit further west. So, okay, that's all well and good. What does this mean? Well, let's go ahead and get to the snowfall map and the forecast, and we'll talk about what you probably really came here to hear. Alright, here we go. Basically, as I said, I'm highlighting a major ice storm for the interior northeast, central Pennsylvania, up through New York, and into interior northern New England. Pretty much DC, any of the big cities, except maybe Boston, although I haven't indicated on this map, you're going to be all rain with this. For all you folks here, and Marcus over in Manchester, I think that you're probably going to be dealing with rain as well. Randy in Germantown, you're definitely rain. But just highlighting a couple of the admins on the board. I know I don't usually do point-specific forecasts. But a little bit further west, up into Frederick County, Maryland, and up through Pennsylvania and through the Harrisburg area, and further northeast, you definitely, I think, are going to be dealing with the same situation, mostly rain, but it could be changing to a little bit of snow at the end as that 850 line crashes in, maybe ice, not sure exactly what the P-type is going to be in there. But further north and west of that, as you can see, through most of central Pennsylvania, southern tier of New York, into Vermont, New Hampshire, is going to be one heck of an ice storm, and especially on the northern sections of that, a very severe ice storm. Could be talking about 1 inch or more of QPF with that, which is a very crippling system, unfortunately. The southern half of the ice storm area, you could be dealing with more of a mix, maybe factoring a little bit of rain in there, and the northern half could be dealing with a little bit of snow mixed in with that ice. But the snow area, and I don't think there's going to be heavy snow by any means, nothing greater than 8 inches, I'll say at this point, but again, that's just a first guess, is going to be further back into Ohio, western Pennsylvania, New York, northern New Hampshire, and all the way up through Maine. And you know how well northern New England always does, so I'm sure that they're going to get a foot out of this like usual. So that's it for now. There'll be another update tomorrow, probably a first call around the same time. Given my new work schedule, it's a little bit hard to get updates out during the day. But I'll see what I can do as far as writing something up at lunchtime. Probably not a full video, though, until nighttime. So that's all for now, and we'll see how this thing plays out. But while I'm not excited about this for the big cities, I certainly wouldn't write it off either until about 24 hours from now. It's just way too close to call. This is Aaron DeBruin, Vinyl Freak 89 for Eastern U.S. Weather.